How to save seed money well. You've probably heard a lot of people say, to become a big rich, collect $100,000 seed money and start. I think it came out because if the investment is too small, you can't have enough money to graduate from the company. So how long will it take to raise $100,000 seed money? You'll have to save 3 years without spending $3,000 a month. Realistically, it's money that you can save if you save more than 5 years. Then is there a good way to minimize consumption and save well? For those who like to consume, listen to the end and decide if it can be applied. The desire to spend comes when time is free. You may suddenly want to buy something or go somewhere. I usually think about these things when I rest, but it's likely because of my unconscious desire to relieve stress from work. Then, what can happen to a situation that is so busy that you don't think about unnecessary consumption? If you're a new employee who just joined the company, I recommend you to go all in for the time being. If you do this, you will be able to imprint a good perception within the company and increase your income because you are recognized. From some point on, even if you don't work hard anymore, your perception will not change because you are already imprinted as a hard worker in the company. If you draw a bigger picture than the small fun of the moment, you can get closer to the seed money you want one step faster. If you have a clear goal, you will have patience. What people who spend a lot have in common is that they only think about saving money vaguely, but they often don't have a specific plan. If you set a target amount on a monthly or quarterly basis and get a happy motivation by looking at the accumulating balance, you will think, if you invest this money, and reduce unnecessary consumption. For those who are not satisfied with deposits, only a small amount of short-term investment can be motivated by performance. If you apply it to travel or hobbies, which are the main culprits of overspending, you can set a goal to cover the expenses only with investment income. Then you will find yourself actively investing and trying to save consumption without anyone telling you to do so. The seed money collection period is also an investment period. Suppose you finally made $100,000 seed money. Then you will now be worried about how to invest this money. It's a good strategy now that interest rates are high just by making steady deposits, but most people who want excess profits will invest in stocks or coins. Then can I succeed if I study and invest from this time? It's just a fire moth that runs in without any experience or know-how. That's why I don't recommend saving seed money only by depositing it. Even if it's a small amount, if you practice constantly raising your assets little by little, you'll get your own know-how and develop your ability to cope with crises. If you properly adjust the proportion of cash and investment while observing the market situation, you will get the know-how of asset allocation, which is the most important thing in investment. Conclusion. So if you ask me which one I should focus on, income or consumption, I think it depends on my expertise and what I do now. If your work is so professional that it's hard to replace it, I'd like to tell you to focus on your work rather than save money. You desperately want a pension or dividend for the stability of your old age. But your hard work and experience will ensure a more stable retirement than any other pension. In the opposite case, I hope to minimize consumption and secure seed money quickly to gain economic freedom. Then buy.